Well, let's get to the next set of matches over here. So once again, everybody in the crowd, counting down with us. 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
And up top, we've got Alan Brodendap versus Dog, 11th seed versus 3rd seed. And on the bottom, we've got Eric ICX, one of those 14 max qualifiers, versus Hydrant, who just had an amazing performance getting from top 16 to top 8.
Yeah, and again, just as a reminder to everyone, Eric is the one that has broken the record with that level 141 during actual event play.
But yeah, each of these players just so talented and so dangerous. Dog, 2-time world champion, reigning world champion.
And Hydrant was one of the players that took out one of the top 8 seeds in Xeno and had a really close match there. And you gotta wonder, like, if you're going up against a player like Eric and you know that he can obviously play for a very long time at level 29, you know, I wonder if that affects you. Like, you try to get as many points early on as possible, makes you play a little more aggressive.
Or if them knowing that they could survive past 29, just surviving and see what happens, hoping for a disaster for the other. Dog and Alan both playing up way high. Boom, Tetris for Alan, boom, Tetris for Dog.
Yeah,
Alan up by a Tetris.
You can see for Hydrant right now with a little bit of an uncomfortable situation right here. Is going to have to try to burn through there. Nice tuck right there to get that, slide that S piece in there. And he's just going to go for the roll 3 Tetris, which I think is the smart choice right now. And he's going to maintain that for now.
You can see on the field, we have 3 rollers and Eric, Hydrant, and Dog. Alan's still tapping. It looks like they're going to do something with the judging up on top. I think they're going to restart for...
Okay, yeah.
Perhaps a technical
Judge
reason.
ruling over there, get them to start again. But meanwhile, of course, on the bottom side over here, you can see 80% Tetris rate for Eric ICX to start out here. Do a little bit of that cleaning there for Hydrant. He's at 50% Tetris rate, but it's early. That rate can definitely go up very, very quickly.
That's right, Eric up to about a Tetris lead now. Hydrant playing off of row 3. Boom, Tetris for Hydrant. Content to stay up there.
And now boom Tetris for Eric. Yeah, and like you said, Hydrant is just gonna stick with that row 3 Tetris.
Running into some trouble, having to cover up the well, is not able to use the long bar to open it up. Needs another long bar, gets it over, boom! Tetris for Hydrant. Surviving that, isn't out of danger quite yet. Would love to get that well back open, and does, and boom, Tetris for Hydrant again.
Nice, and so Hydrant, you can see right there the survivability that rolling gives you there, able to move the pieces to the side so quickly.
Yeah, definitely able to get you, allow you to survive, you know, get out of those deadly situations. It's still amazing to see, though, because you're still having a brush with death near the top like that.
All right, and again, Hydrant is just gonna keep maintaining this row 3. Basically, you know, you wonder when do you transition away from this row 3, because obviously you don't want to be there once you get to the higher speeds.
Yeah.
But the idea basically is when the pieces come right and you can actually get a Tetris very low down so that you don't have to burn as many lines.
Yeah, what Hydrant is looking for is clearing enough lines to open up that hole in column 5, and then we'll be able to drill down and just open up the rest of the field.
30 line drought right there made it very difficult for a while.
Okay, Eric actually having to cover the well up high now too.
Yeah,
needs
Eric,
some good pieces.
He's going through
Eric
that.
Super high. It's going to be in survival mode now. Gonna need some good pieces. Okay, gets the log bar, but has to cover up the well with it.
That, okay, the T piece is perfect. That is the piece that you need for the parity to get through there, and boom!
Boom! Dirty Tetris or Hydrant.
But you see now why, of course, the players get the same pieces right there. Both players affected by that 30-piece eyepiece drought right there.
Yeah, and they're trying to be score efficient, so the longer they hold out, you know, they're trying to maintain and you know, preserve the well opening, but when they cover it up, they can get into danger like that, and both players were experiencing that there.
And that's also a little bit of the interesting strategy as well. If you are playing live like this and you hear, for example, us talking about a drought for one player, if you're behind, you kind of know a drought is coming for you as well.
Yeah, possibly. You can't really count on it because they're kind of in different you can be possibly in different places in your piece set. That could be actually a strat. If you don't want your opponent to know where you are, you could push down and change up where you are in the piece set.
And you can see right now Hydrant finally getting to a point where he feels comfortable enough to start burning away. And now he's at a row 2 Tetris. And that should be low enough to transition to
level
perfect
19.
flat. There you go.
Nice clean play field there. Eric, some lines behind, still has yet to hit level 19 himself.
Excuse me, everyone. We need to call Rin, the television repairman. Rin, television repair, to the stage. Rin to the stage. And Steve DeLuca as well. Steve or Rin, please. Thank you.
All right, so obviously an issue with the screens up there for the top 2 players. In particular, it seems like Alan's monitor having a little bit of a problem, but no worries. Eric and Hydrant still playing here, still going in their game number 1.
Game's been pretty close so far. This is probably the biggest deficit we've seen so far, with Eric now being up by 47,000 points. But Hydrant banging down a Tetris, and they're still about a Tetris apart.
Yeah, both of them only just at the initial transition, but as you mentioned, you know, because of all that cleaning and the higher level play, that kind of, the higher stack play, I should say, that Hydrant is 2 levels ahead of Eric right now.
Yeah, so that lead is really a true lead because Eric with more runway, although since both players with rolling can survive past 29, won't be as much as a factor as it was in the past, but we shall see.
And there you go, boom, Tetris for Eric. He's looking nice and clean right now. Gonna building back up, and again, a great neutral
Hydrant,
stack.
wow, it looked like to be building a dirty there, but takes the triple, opens up the well, boom, Tetris for Hydrant.
And there we go, Dog and Allen are underway on the top row now. 2-time Tetris, Classic Tetris World Champion, Dog, playing in the upper right of your screen right now. Obviously, a lot of eyes are going to be on him and his play. See if he can get a back-to-back-to-back, which has only been accomplished by Jonas.
Hydrant now with some burning to do is able to get the first part of that cleared. Would love to fill out that left side.
And we talked about, you know, having that person next to you kind of pushing you. We joked about Eric and Fractal being Tetris bros from yesterday because they definitely help push each other to get to those 14 max outs.
Yeah, that's an amazing dynamic, and you love to see it. Dog and Andy, and yeah, Eric and Fractal, and James and Chris. And you know, Jonas and Harry. You know, it's something that something valuable. Oh,
Little bit of a dangerous screen there for a Hydrant, but again, like I said, even at level 19, thanks to rolling, it looks more like modern Tetris play the way that they stack, because they have the ability to get those pieces over to the side fast enough.
but when the pieces touch the bottom, they behave completely differently.
Oh, yeah.
They completely stick. You can't slide them around. It is really unforgiving. So you have to have frame perfect movement. Okay, level 29.
Second transition for Hydrant here.
Okay, yeah, double max out on the bottom. Eric and Hydrant, but Eric is not even at level 29 yet. So Eric with some runway to get some more level 19 speed Tetrises before second transition here.
And we do definitely have Mr. Chris Bidwell here giving us more cowbell.
Okay, Eric had the well covered, but will open it up before 29.
This is the hardest thing right now. Hydrant is 2 levels ahead, but he's 150,000 points behind. He just has to count on survival at
the
this
level
point.
no longer matters. The speed isn't going to budge a bit. The only thing that's going to be affected by level is the amount of points you're going to get for the Tetris. Eric needs to get them over to the left. He gets it. Okay, here we are. Level 29 speeds. The kill screen has been engaged.
Look at this play from Eric, staying alive. Gonna tuck that piece in straight down.
Yeah,
and
watch.
Look at this clean.
Amazing survival by both players. They want to keep it clean.
But again, like I said, Eric is the record holder for the highest level, so
And has
he
a
could
huge
definitely
lead,
survive this. And so if you're Hydrant right now, I mean, you have to count on Eric going down, but Eric has cleaned his field all the way again.
Both players with clean fields, but Eric up to a huge lead of 147,000 points. Of course, that lead kind of less than it would normally be because line clears are actually worth more here post 29.
But again, they're both getting basically the same amount of points. And so the only way for Hydrant to be able to take this is just to outlive Eric. And look at this,
Yeah.
they are both still going. I wonder if Hydrant, oh no.
Hydrant's in trouble, needs to get that burn down. Oh, that left side's impossible. Doesn't look survivable, and Eric is gonna take the first round. Wow. So we talk about the prolonged double kill screen play. That one was into it.
300 plus line games
Yeah.
against each other over here. And again, this is kind of what we're going to expect here. I see Eric running off. Looked like he's going to take a quick break for a second. And so we'll now shift our focus to Dog and Alan at the top. And both of them, as you can see, at 70 plus Tetris rates right now. So both of them looking very strong at exactly 96 lines each.
Awesome scores coming there. Both players really clean now.
And you know, it's crazy to say with how talented all these players are, but Dog's still probably the favorite coming into this tournament right now as the back-to-back champion. He is the one with the target on his back right now.
Yeah, Dog being part of the new generation inspired by players like Joseph.
And we are underway with game number 2 between Hydrant and Eric. So you can see there right now playing exactly mirrored stacks right now.
Yeah, boom. Simul Tetris for Eric and Hydrant.
Finally a change. Again, you saw Eric right there with that little micro adjustment again.
They're like really almost synced up there. Wow, look at that. Clone Tris.
Exactly the tied score right now.
Again, Hydrant getting that Tetris a little bit after Eric, but yep, they're still at, you know, the extreme neck and neck 0-point differential.
Yeah, neither of them have hit down yet, so.
Maybe someone will. Think back to that one match where Joseph and Corian were pushing down to match each other.
But you can see both players at the top have transitioned now to level 19 play.
Alan was up by 20,000 points, but we are now neck and neck.
Yeah, again, it's crazy to say, but the players have achieved first transition here.
Boom Tetris for Alan and boom Tetris for Dog. Both players just pushing what they can with every long bar that comes.
And if you guys notice, when the drought counter shows up, it's at about 13 pieces because, of course, by by the 14 bag, the 7 bag, I should say, guaranteed. You're on modern Tetrises, you're going to get
you would have gotten an
at least within 13
within
pieces.
that pieces, right? So that's a good way of determining what is a drought.
Yep. And of course, in NES Tetris, it is true random, which is what makes it terrifying, which is why we get things like S bursts and Z bursts. There is a little bit of a skew away from repeating pieces too much, but you can definitely get the same piece back to back to back.
Yeah. Eric and Hydrant really evenly matched this round. Past the 50 line mark and neck all the way.
Yeah, only 3,000 points separating them, but both of them at 65% Tetris rate, so very even match between Hydrant and Eric.
Yeah, this is so close. Just, you kind of love to see it. Such an even match. Who will come out on top?
Yeah, Dog with a little bit of a misdrop right there. Has got to clean it up, has it clean, and actually is Tetris ready again. And boom, Tetris for Dog.
Yeah, Alan drilling back down to the bottom.
And that match at the top, I mean, both of the matches are neck and neck.
Yeah, the match on top being a little bit further along, but yeah, both match is just the players evenly matched, and you'll have to see it because you're not going to know what the outcome is going to be till the end.
Ooh, Alan is going for that column 3 Tetris and gets it. Now he's got to shift it over to column 5. Is he going to go for the Tetris over there? No, he's just going to take the triple and clean up a little bit now.
Dog was playing off of row 3 there, but burns back down to the bottom. Alan clean again.
Alan had a little bit of an unfortunate burst on the wrong S and Zs, but has managed to clean it up and is looking good right now. Needs to get that Tetris set up for column 9. There we go.
We're on the verge of maxing out up on the top. Level 27, so the second kill screen is coming, or the kill screen is like
There we go, a max out for Alan.
Double max out on top.
More cowbell.
And on the verge of hitting level 29 now. The next Tetris will do it. Both players set up. Both players probably want to get their boards in better shape for a kill screen. Okay, both players hitting kill screen. Alan needs to get a log bar over to the right. Will the topic do it? And it's not able to get the door to the right. And Dog is going to take the first round.
So Dog. And there you go.
All right, with the fist bump there, that's pretty cool.
Again, so much respect between the players. They all know how hard it is to do what they're doing. And so anybody who can keep up and compete like this definitely deserves your respect.
You know the effort it takes, to do the grind and get this good. And Alan still hyper tapping. So definitely keeping the flame alive for the hyper tappers out there.
Yeah, it's so scary. Like you mentioned, at first it was, worried about the Daz going away.
Is Daz dead? Is Tap dead?
Yeah,
What's
and now
next?
we're at Tap. Is Tap kind of going the way of the dinosaur at this point?
Well, I'm still a tapper, so I'll be the dinosaur.
I don't think either of us are going to escape dinosaur status anytime soon.
So, yeah, Alan with a 1 pushdown point. 1 point lead. Going back and forth here.
1 point lead. Actually, it was Dog who had the 1 point right there. It looks like. Oh, no, he actually pushed down for 2 points. I see.
Yep, it's going back and forth. Love to see it. Okay, Eric and Hydrant now trading Tetrises.
Now Alan pushed down a little bit, and now 4. Dude, they're having a war of push down.
The war of the push down. Someday it's gonna matter. Maybe not today, but someday.
Little wry smile on Dog's face over there. I love it. 5 now. They're both at 5.
Okay, Eric up to a 71,000 point lead. It gradually been building to a lead now.
Dog now with the score ending at 6.
Gotta love the screen looking too.
Yeah. And again, that's one of my favorite things is just watching how
Eric
much fun
with
these guys are having with each
misdrop
other.
there. Probably gonna be able to burn it right off. That might allow Hydrant to even up the deficit here, and does. We are neck and neck on the bottom.
Yeah, 80% Tetris rates for both players. In fact, on the screen right now, we do not have a Tetris rate lower than 80%.
Wow, that is a testament to the skill of these players here in the top 8.
Oh, what a beautiful burn by Eric. But unfortunately, needs an eyepiece there in the middle of his screen.
14-point differential.
Ooh, he almost could have set himself up for a dirty Tetris. Uh-oh, a little bit of problem for Hydrant over here. Eyepiece coming a little too late.
Ooh,
he needs another eyepiece.
Okay. Alternate solve there. Gets the right piece to burn it, and gets a split double. Nice.
Oh, and did you see that rotation at the last second? Beautiful job by Hydrant.
That's what you need to do to survive.
Cleaning all the way down here.
And after all that, we were still neck and neck. Now Eric up by a Tetris.
Oh, Eric. Perfect pieces, perfect pieces. Look at that. And now Hydrant should be in the clear here. And actually, is he setting up for a Tetris? Okay, maybe not. Okay.
Hydrant trying to give us a heart attack here with a hang on the left, but is able to get the next long bar over to fill it in and survive. And now is Tetris ready, so...
If that long bar would show up at this point, And of course, that is always where the drought occurs, is
Nice.
when you
It's
need
a
it. There it
triple.
is.
Boom, Tetris for Hydrant.
Yeah, now Hydrant gonna build out, and we do have a max out from Eric.
Here in level 27, so 29's around the corner. Eric banged down another Tetris, widening that lead now to 100,000 points, the biggest this round thus far.
And look at this Hydrant now gonna transition. No, actually, he's just gonna
Takes
take the
left
triple.
well. At this
instead.
point, in level 28, you want to get your board into good shape because kill screens are coming. I can still say it sometimes. Because no matter what, it's still going to kill you. Boom, Tetris for Hydrant. Okay,
And
level
double
29
max
on both.
out.
Double max out. Eric up a little high now. Needs to get some good pieces to clear that well out. Needs 2 long bars. Is dependent. Okay, gets it open.
This is the
He
same
needs to get the long bar. Boom! Tetris for Eric.
And this is the
What
same
speed?
situation we've seen before. We've got Hydrant. They're both in level 29 play. They're both in thrill screen play right now. But the problem is that Eric has such a high score, 150,000 lead over Hydrant right now.
Okay, Hydrant needs to get over that thing over to the left. Gets it. Split triple.
Whew. Splits are always the coolest.
Okay.
Oh my.
Hydrant building it well, was building it well, but safely disposes of it. Okay,
Oh,
left side
no.
needs a long bar or gets the J.
Oh,
Good.
this is
Oh, that left side's going to be a problem.
That
Needs to get
one
something over
might
to the
be
left.
the.
Not going to be able to fill it in, and Eric is going to take the second round.
And again, not only is Eric going to take that, again, 276 lines, but his screen was clean and free
Yeah.
at that point.
So even discounting the post-29 play, I mean, Eric's score going into that was significant.
Yeah. And so Eric now with a 2-0 game lead over Hydrant.
Yeah, looking to sweep here, so Hydrant has to win this round to stay in the match and the tournament.
And
And
again,
we're-
he was one of the 2 players. We talked about him and Fractal getting that 14 max outs during qualifying play, and that's why he's seeded number 2 right now, because
That's right.
Fractal had the better kicker.
Just so many accolades under Eric's belt here. Definitely building up to become like, we talk about final boss status, where it's like someone who's so tough that, if they're in the bracket, you don't want to go against them. But yeah, Eric just has so many of those. It's like, what's beyond that, right? Like the secret final boss status.
Okay, you talked about the Ryu and Ken. Now we're gonna have the Akuma
The
coming in
Akuma.
here. Yeah.
Drought 1,000 lines.
I mean, I think that's not an exaggeration anymore.
And this Tetris might do it to someone someday. Okay, Dog up high with a huge lead now. Well, relatively huge, 83,000 points.
Yeah, he's got a lead, but he is. Oh, actually, not anymore. I thought he was ahead by lines, but they're pretty much even in lines right now. So Alan's definitely gonna have to try to get some extra points here. Because again,
Yeah.
with players like Dog and Eric, it's hard to count on these players to top out.
Yeah. No, you always have to push yourself, and especially if you're in this era of rolling, train yourself to survive as long as possible, because that's what it's going to take to take a championship now.
But this really unfortunate screen for Eric right now. But again, it is only
Wow.
speed 18. And so
Dirty.
he's just going to keep going for these dirty Tetrises. Look at this. He's trying to build up for the next long piece, but it is not showing up at all. Oh, actually, he's opened it up again. Look at this drought, 15-piece drought.
Yeah, I call him 3 just starving for a long bar there. Finally gets
Goodness. And look at this beautiful burn right there with a couple of those Z pieces.
one. Dog score looking really good now. Just 3
He's
Tetrises
got a
away
dirty
from maxing.
Tetris on row 5. Eric did just now.
Yeah, Eric's just been dealing with this semi-dig, but taking the Tetrises where they come. Okay, Alan in a bit of a dig now. Really wants to get clean and being able to score against Dog here to reduce the deficit before it gets any bigger than it is. But Dog banging down another Tetris now, 113,000 points ahead.
Yeah, but you can see a little bit of the rough start here. I mean, the pieces, again, probably not the greatest sequences. You can see Eric and Hydrant both at sub-50 Tetris rates.
Yeah, draw will do that to you, and you never know what you're going to get, like in these piece sets. So, you know, being prepared and having a playfield that can accommodate for a drought is still key, even here in this era of rolling. Movement isn't everything.
And we are almost at a double max out on the top match up there.
Dog maxing out. Dog up high, though.
Oh.
Needs to get... Oh, Allen.
Actually,
that's
we
going to be
might not
impossible to
get
get anything over to the right, and Dog takes the second round. Allen now on the ropes, has to win this round to stay in the match and the tournament.
Yeah. Again, Dog, two-time champion in third seed here.
Yeah,
with
Dog.
With only 13 max outs, I think it was.
Yeah, only 13 max outs and 2 world championships under his belt.
And honestly, he was on his way to his 14th max out during quals, if not for, I think it was a 35-piece eyepiece drought. Otherwise, he probably would have had 14 max outs as well with no top outs. That last one
was the kicker.
Yeah.
It was a 14 in the wings and became a kicker. But yeah, we're off to what could be a final round, depending on whether Allen can stay in this. But Dog with definitive final boss status. 2 world championships under the belt, and now in the first live CTWC main event.
I don't like this little bit of a canyon that Hydrant has set himself up, but at least he's managed to get the 2 Tetrises, and now going to do a little bit of cleanup over here on the right side. And actually, he could just go for row 3 Tetrises at this point, but the pieces are actually more friendly to getting himself back to the neutral board. So that's
Allen building something very interesting on the left there. Nice spin tucking and just, wow. What a showcase of piece movement by Allen there, showing the power of hyper tapping. Still impressive.
Yeah, that surgical play that you can see right there with all the tucking, the nips and tucks there.
Yep, nips and tucks, and just sometimes you're in the mood for tucking, and Allen executing on it.
Okay, but now where's that line piece for Allen? He needs it. There we go.
Boom! Tetris for Allen.
I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup over there, and another Tetris for Allen. So Allen with just a very, very slight lead right now.
Yeah, neck and neck. We're getting underway on the bottom here, almost to transition here. Both playfields nice and clean. All right, Eric, now level 19, 67% Tetris rate. Players are looking good. So Hydrant behind by a few lines. Very close game.
Getting a fairly higher stack right now. No, there it is. There's the long piece for Allen. So boom, Tetris for Allen. So he's in the clear. Can't get a Tetris with that. Would have been a triple. He really does not want to put that Z piece in there. Putting yourself reliant on the L and J's is one of the hardest setups that you can put yourself into. And so you see a lot of the players trying to avoid that as much as possible. Oh!
Allen avoiding the dependency there by getting that long bar in there. And stacking them up on the left side.
Yeah, meanwhile, on Dog's side
drop
right
by
now,
Allen.
Dog still at that 80% Tetris rate. And Eric here, they're at the same Tetris rate right now, and Eric is actually ahead in line, so they are neck and neck. They basically are tied exactly.
Yeah, both games are player needing to win a round to stay in the match. So, both Dog and Eric in sweeping positions too. So, it's gonna get pretty exciting here. So we narrow down who's gonna be in our top 4. Boom, Tetris for Hydrant.
Some awkward pieces for the screen that Eric has right now. He's got a double line piece requirement, so there's one right there, and now he needs another one for the Tetris just in time.
Tetris for Eric. 52,000 point lead now at level 24, 849,000 points. We could be seeing more double maxes here.
You can see right now Eric with just an nice tuck right there from Eric.
Left side is going to be key. Oh, cover puts a lot of weight on the well. It's going to have to burn that off. Shouldn't be anything he can't handle. Ooh,
man. God,
just death-defying
and now he just
placements there.
He needs that eyepiece. It came too early. Oh, good burn.
Wow.
That's a burn right there. That'll probably keep him alive. Beautifully done by Eric, surviving that situation. And now all the way down to a 4-row high stack.
But those gutsy pieceman placements at that speed, you just have to hold your breath and hope that nothing hangs. And Eric executing on that so beautifully.
Boom, Tetris for Hydrant. And with that little bit of cleanup that Eric had to do, that has given...
Double max.
Actually, yes, Hydrant does have the lead right now, as you can see right now. He's actually behind in lines, and so that about 10 lines behind. So he definitely has a lead, even though the score, shows a minus right now.
Yeah, but we've hit double max and going into 28. So 29's around the corner. Players better get their play fields in order to avoid that kill screen top out.
Oh, where is the... There, okay.
Hydrant wants to get that under control. That left side might become a problem if you don't get it back down before 29. And here comes 29. And can Hydrant keep it alive?
Yeah, second transition for Eric. And not only that, but he just got a Tetris.
Hydrant chipping away at that stack. That's what you need to do. Oh, left side for Hydrant. Flat burns would be great right now. Okay, gets it started. That's what you need to do. Gets it over. Okay, left side now. Fill it in. Fill in the middle. Now on the left.
To think so fast.
Wow, look at that movement. On the edge of survival now, Hydrant. And that's going to spiral out of control. And with Eric in the lead, it's going to sweep Hydrant. But what a survival effort by Hydrant. And Eric takes the game and the match. That's right, no mullening.
Yeah, nice little handshake between the players over there. But again, Eric showing what we are going to expect from him in this next round of the winner's side as he advances again. So you have to play so aggressive because he can survive so well at the highest heights, even at level 29.
You got to have both. You got to have the high score going in, and you got to have the survival skills past 29 now. Those are going to be the requirements to be a champion, 22 and beyond.
Yeah, but again, Hydrant finishing at 10th seed here in top 8 of CTWC. Round of applause for Hydrant.
And my biggest regret as a commentator is I will not get to see Dog versus Hydrant. The first time I saw CTM was a match which was Dog versus Hydrant, and I thought that was a meme, but it was just their names, and I was like, wait, that wasn't actually like prearranged?
Isn't that 10-0 for the Dog? I mean, the Hydrant usually can't do anything, right? So
I don't know. In the Battle of Liquids, a Hydrant's pretty powerful, you know?
That's true. That's true. Oh, man.
But we're neck and neck, but now Alan up to a lead now, 44,000 points. And boom, Tetris for Dog.
And it's crazy. I mean, how many 3-0s we've already seen here in this first round of top 8. I'm actually surprised. I would have expected a lot more, deciders and such, but again, that's just showing how dominant really the top 4 that we have here are at this game.
Oh, Alan up high, showing the power of hyper tapping, still relevant in the year 2022.
And boom, Tetris for Alan.
Wow, backs out from Alan here on level 26. So that's a really good early max out, especially with hyper tapping. Jeez, Alan, another Tetris, 73,000 point lead. Don't often see Dog behind here, especially here in the post 19 speed.
Yeah, they're both nearing. And there we got the double max out.
Double max out.
And they're both nearing the second transition now. You can see level 28 for both players.
And yeah, you'll see like whether it's going to be survival past 29. If hyper tapping can keep up with the rolling here, if anyone can do it, it's Alan, the last hope of hyper tapping here at CTWC 2022. Oh, boom, Tetris for Alan. 29, another Tetris for Alan. Okay, Dog hitting also level 29 speeds. Oh, left side, gonna need some flat burns. That's gonna be hard, no more burns possible. Okay, so now with Alan topped up, Dog needs a 94,000 point chase down.
Yep, he's got the chase down going over here, but again, that 90,000 points is going to melt away so fast.
Yeah, even singles being worth more points here post 29. Dog now on level 31.
Well,
oh, left side.
A triple.
That's actually going to cut down the lead quite a bit there. Okay. Gonna need a good tuck. That's gonna need some burning to clear it off.
At level 29 speeds.
Wow, what a dig. High speed digs.
Still alive the double.
Wow.
Look at that. Clean board.
Precision movement.
34,000 points, 32,000, 28.
Okay, Dog still clean this deep.
Just the absolute.
And all it takes is just one misdrop, but it turns it into a triple.
10,000 points left. 10,000. What a
split
burn.
triple.
What a burn for Dog.
And Dog sweeps Alan with authority
and a
Tetris. Because that was a Tetris, we were going to allow that mini mullen, but wow, just good seeing the sportsmanship between Alan and Dog. What a round. But Alan just showing that hyper tapping still relevant. Will we see Alan take up rolling? We're not sure, but definitely great to see hyper tapping still get that far, able to play into the kill stream there and get 1.2 million here.
Yeah, I want to hear the hyper tappers in the crowd cheer loudly for Alan. Congratulations to Alan for that top 8. Actually, everyone's got to cheer for him. Great job. But let's throw it over to Kingsman with the interviews.
Wow, what a crazy finish on that one. A tremendous job. I'm going to talk to Hydrant first. Hydrant, what a battle you just had with Eric. You've gone toe-to-toe with him. What makes it different today?
Eric has just been playing incredibly today. Like, his consistency and ability to just keep playing throughout the whole game, pressure on. I don't think I even had a single lead during that whole time. So Eric was just playing so well and so clean, and I don't know if I could really expect to do much when he just doesn't top out.
No, he's definitely a difficult opponent to play against, but certainly you have shown the world that you can play with the best. You've made it to the top 8. I don't think you had that expectation in you, right? What has changed?
I think the only thing allowing me to get this far is the fact that I'm rolling and I'm also playing really well today. So I'm having a great day, you know, and also the energy of the crowd, the energy of the room, being here with friends and everybody. It's amazing to be up here on stage. It's just been the time of my life.
Most certainly it is a great atmosphere, and I was about to ask you that. What's the difference? Do you prefer playing online at home or with the crowd like this?
I could... There's no way I prefer playing online. Come on, this is so much better. I mean, you're here right next to the opponent. Everybody's here. It's amazing.
Most certainly, and Hydra, you were amazing today. Congratulations on making top 8, man. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hydra. And we're going to come and we're going to talk to Eric ICX, who advances to the Final Four. Eric, man, congratulations. Excellent job once again. Hydra is a tough opponent. He just mentioned, you know, the crowd experience definitely fueled him. It's much better. Do you feel the same?
Oh, 100%. It's so much better than playing online.
Now, did the crowd fuel you? We saw that you were battling it out. Those 29 battles, you've been having them with a number of different people. We had them with Poke yesterday. Hydra, do you get fatigued as the match goes on, or you feel energized as we go?
Honestly, I feel the crowd's really energizing. It's just something totally different from playing online.
And now you have the biggest task coming up. You are the number 2 seed. You got to face the big dog, right? The 2-time world champion. You feeling good to go into it?
Yeah. I mean, my initial goal was to get top 8. So whatever I do, if I go out to Dog here, I've already met my goal. That's my take.
Excellent job. So Eric, you are the world record holder in score for a reason. Your consistency is getting better and better each day, and you're bringing it on the A game. Good luck to you in the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Excellent job. There's Eric right there, and we're going to bring in next Brodendamp. You are still part of the old guard of, we can say that now for tappers, right? You've been doing tapping. What making you to stick with that style?
Oh, honestly, I'm just lazy. But yeah, who knows? Maybe that'll change in the future.
Now, you were the top 8 finalists in 2020, the first time we were online. Here we are in 2020. We've kind of asked the guys before. The difference, you've been also here live at 2019. In the past 3 years, what's changed for you?
Honestly, I've just got to meet like so many great people, and we're all here in this room right now. I think it's just incredible.
Did you exceed your expectations as well? I mean, I got to watch you doing qualifying, and you were tremendous, max out after max out after max out. Do you think that you've exceeded the expectation you had coming into the World Champion, knowing with all the great rollers you had to face?
Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, like, I'll be honest, I forgot to bring my controller, so I didn't think I was even going to qualify. But yeah, definitely exceeding controllers. Oh, shout out to Opox, by the way. He lent me his controller.
Opox is truly a good guy out there. So that controller, he's going to want it back, so that way he can make a top 8 next year, perhaps. So, Broden, man, did a great job again. We hope to see you more active in the online scene, and again, every year, perhaps. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Some great job today, Broden. Wonderful. And I guess now it is time to speak with the 2-time reigning, defending, undisputed CTWC champion. It is Dog. Dog, man. Let's just get right into it. So we had a little bit of an issue there with a technical difficulty. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it just seemed like the CRT was like warping like up and down, and I just thought it'd be a good idea to switch it out because it could also get worse as the tournament progresses. So I just wanted to fix that up. Honestly.
So how much did it affect you going? And obviously we were looking for a change there. Did you get like out of a rhythm, or were you just after they've made the fix? Okay, no problem.
It was during my warm up where it was happening a lot. It was like messing up my game a little bit, so that's why I requested a change.
Now, obviously, let's get right into the crux, but we just saw an amazing chase down, Dog. The concentration level has to be at its peak. This is what you prepared for. This is what you've done all this rolling and training. It's paying off today, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a huge training arc during before CTWC. I was literally it was mostly me, Andy, Tristan, Miles, and Sodium. We were like the main people. And we were just pushing each other to the limits, and I already know without that training, I 100% would not have been playing as good as I am now.
Most certainly. I mean, you have to be at the peak performance. A lot of people were wondering they had Fractal, maybe Eric, as perhaps champions coming in, but you got to beat the man to be the man, correct? Now you got to take on the world record holder. It's going to be a battle for the ages, yes?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out. I think if that could honestly bring some of the best matches because, we've seen Eric, it doesn't even matter how high he is in 29. He can be 18 high, and he still somehow survives some insane rolls. So his consistency is just it's just honestly incredible. So our match, I'm super stoked for it.
And trust me, I believe the crowd here is super stoked to see some of the best players in the world. Can we get it up, baby? Come on, let's go. Want to hear it? Here he is. It is a Dog. When you spell it backwards, it's G-O-D. He's the god of Tetris. Dog, good luck to you in the next round, baby. James, Chris, tremendous day. Action, what we're seeing here is high flying. It's just going to get much better. The top 4 is coming up. We'll throw it back to you.
I like this Alan guy. Shout outs to all the lazy people out there in the crowd.
Boom, lazy for you.
Exactly.
And, I liked hearing there, Dog talked about the training arc. Yeah. And I'm just imagining some Dragon Ball Z anime training. They're just doing the rolls and getting better at it, and with the music going on, and I want to actually see that animated someday, totally
the
training arc,
right?
yeah, the montage of Dog and his friends getting ready for rolling in 2022. Let's see it out there. If there's some creative out there who wants to turn that into something to be illustrated in another form of media, let's see it.